Have you ever wondered what would happen if we plant trees on Mars? Welcome to the Martian landscape, a place that's as fascinating as it is forbidding. As we traverse its surface, we encounter a world that's starkly different from our own. It's a land dominated by arid plains, towering dust storms, and a relentless cold that would freeze the blood in our veins. A world that seems to resist life at every turn. The Martian atmosphere is thin, composed mainly of carbon dioxide with traces of nitrogen and argon. It is a far cry from the oxygen-rich air we breathe on Earth. Mars also lacks liquid water, an essential ingredient for life as we know it. The water that does exist is either frozen in the polar ice caps or buried beneath the surface in the form of ice. Given these harsh conditions, could trees, which are symbols of life on Earth, ever take root on the red planet? Planting trees on Mars isn't as simple as digging a hole and dropping in a seed. We are dealing with a different ballgame here. A different planet with a vastly different environment. So, what does it really take for a tree to grow? First things first, trees need sunlight to power photosynthesis, the process by which they convert light energy into chemical energy to fuel their growth. Mars does get sunlight, though it's less intense than Earth's due to its distance from the sun. Next up, water. Trees need it to transport nutrients from the soil to the rest of the plant and to cool themselves. Mars, though, is a pretty dry place. It does have water, but in the form of ice caps at its poles and possibly underground. Temperature is another crucial factor. Trees on Earth have adapted to a wide range of temperatures, but Mars is a lot colder, with temperatures often dropping to -80 degrees Celsius. Lastly, trees need soil. Not just any soil, but soil that's rich in nutrients. Mars soil, or regolith, is lacking in many of the nutrients trees need to grow. So, with all these challenges, how could we possibly grow trees on Mars? Well, one possibility is through genetic modification. Scientists could potentially engineer trees to withstand Mars' harsh conditions. Another approach could be to use advanced technology to create a viable environment for trees. Think large, enclosed structures with controlled temperature, light, and humidity. These could provide the necessary conditions for trees to grow. But even if we could overcome these obstacles, would planting trees on Mars actually be beneficial? Imagine a Mars covered in forests, a second home for humanity. The vision is almost poetic, isn't it? Trees stretching towards the Martian sky, their leaves rustling in the thin air, creating an oasis of green in an otherwise red desert. So what could be the potential benefits of such a scenario? Firstly, trees produce oxygen, a vital ingredient for human survival. A Martian forest could act as a natural oxygen factory, making the atmosphere more Earth-like and potentially reducing our reliance on complex machinery for oxygen production. A Martian forest might even help regulate the planet's temperature, creating a more hospitable environment for human settlers. Moreover, the presence of trees could offer significant psychological benefits. Imagine the morale boost for Mars colonists, to see and experience a touch of Earth's nature, so far from home. The sight of greenery, the feeling of leaves underfoot, could serve as a powerful reminder of our home planet, aiding in overall well-being. However, we must also consider the potential drawbacks. Introducing trees or any foreign organisms to another planet could have unpredictable effects on the Martian ecosystem. We may inadvertently introduce diseases or pests that could harm Mars's existing environment or disrupt any potential local life that we have yet to discover. Planting trees on Mars could be a game changer, or it could be a dangerous experiment with unforeseen consequences. As we continue to explore the cosmos, we must tread carefully, balancing our desire for colonization with our responsibility to protect the intricate tapestry of life that spans the universe. So, what's the verdict? Can we or should we plant trees on Mars? We've traversed the Martian landscape, delved into the science of arboreal growth on the red planet, and considered the potential impacts. The challenges are steep, yet the rewards could be profound. But as with many things in space exploration, it's a delicate balance. Only time and human innovation will tell if Martian forests will ever be more than a sci-fi dream. Thanks for joining us on this interplanetary exploration. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating space content.